This is World Comics Review, and that took way too long. This is a kind of an experiment stream. As you may notice, my last 2 live streams had absolutely terrible quality because I was using Wi-Fi, so this time I've plugged the Ethernet directly into the computer and see if that improves anything. It's looking better from my end already, but who knows when it's rendered and properly uploaded for playback. Anyway, the actual point of the stream is... careful not to show the wrong side, dox myself. This, my big package, which arrived today. Believe I know what this is. Actually, I'm pretty certain I know what this is. Let's do on-stream unboxing. Also, the Ethernet cable's clippy thing that clips it in is broken, so be careful not to shake the table too much and make it fall out of the computer. That'll be I wonder if the stream carries on if you abruptly disconnect. An empty stream. Anyway, I'm shaking the table too much. Back a bit. Right, here it goes. Packaging. Well packaged. Right, gonna make sure there's no letter on the inside of this. It's going to dox me when I get it out. Looking alright. Right, you can see through the package. We have She, the omnibus edition. Big in it. This is the one of several kind of 90s indie boom titles, which has gone CG since that started up. And now they're reprinting big catch-up volumes for people who missed out before. So here's the bits and bobs. We've got a She picture. Or is this a... yes, a little print, A4 size. Some trading cards, bookmarks, and what do you call it? We have a... oh yeah, I forgot this was in there. This is one of the stretch goals. It's a the first issue of the original She with a new cover, specially made for the campaign. So yeah, the early 90s indie boom titles which have gone CG. This is a one of them. That's what this is. It's definitely one of them. Obviously, Cyberfrog is the best known one in CG, and it's and of course there's the Cyberfrog omnibus. Right, so here's this is like okay, it's not like a yes, like different. It's not newsprint. It's slightly different papers than newsprint. Like a little, I don't know. Is this as good as newsprint? Or is this just like, is this what brand new newsprint is like? I don't think I've got anything brand new on newsprint since like 1991 maybe. So yeah, nice white paper. Don't know if it will yellow later like newsprint always does. Nice full colour artwork. So seems like watercolour painted, or early digital colours rather than the typical comic colouring of the time. I don't know how much has been done to this. If this is what the original She was like back in the day. I've got a random issue of a more recent She, and that's like the standard, mostly flat, but with a few gradients here and there, kind of early computer colouring of the day. It seems more like watercolour painted, but maybe that's just what the first series was like. Yeah, let's get at the main event. This, here it is. The whoops, shaking the whole camera. Am I still connected? I hope so. Right, yes, giant omnibus. Yeah, compared to standard American comic size, is bigger. I guess that's the equivalent of B4 to A4, although these aren't B4 and A4, of course. Yeah, very nice feeling dust jacket cover stock. sketch area with no sketch. I guess that's if you paid extra. And here's, all right, I guess this is the the same artwork as in issue 1, watercolor painted. So I guess it was like that. Okay. More watercolor painting. I guess it was all this looks more like computer coloring, of that time. Quite well done for the time. It's more typical early 90s indie looking. Yeah, this is more like the early 90s indie look, like flats and gradients. Yeah, I guess it's mostly like that. This looks like more. I just said I was offline, and now I'm back online. I hope. The Ethernet cable's getting too loose. Anyways, flick through this. This is too big to keep holding up to the camera. I've got to do the good old spine stretch. Yeah, it's the gigantic sheet omnibus. That'll be some fun reading. Okay, what else in this extremely short experiment stream? Some things I missed from the haul from the foreign book sale the other day. So I also got book 7 small and book 8 big of The Expanse. So I've got Expanse 1, 2 and 3, and I've got 7 and 8. I've just got to fill in the gap, and annoyingly I've got a smaller one. The rest are in this big size like that. And I went back to the foreign book sale a few days after and got one more book, which is this. It's Fantomas or Fantoma. Don't know exactly. It's French, I guess you could call pulp series from the early 20th century. What does it say? First French edition was 1911. First English translated edition was 1915, I think. And in France, there was, 1915, published in Livre Populaire, popular book. And I believe there was 32 original titles in the Fantomas series, not all translated to English, and then 1911 to 1913. 32 books, and they're not short either, like this, like that size. 32 in about 3 years. Okay. Yeah. Only not many. Okay, only 7 were translated to English, and this is the first one. So Fantoma is like Sherlock Holmes if he was evil, basically. He kills people and steals things, mostly just to taunt the police. And he's being tracked by Monsieur Jouve, I guess, like an expert French detective of the Surete, which is like France's Scotland Yard. And they keep calling it the Criminal Investigation Department, which is a CID, which is British, but never mind. Actually, the translation is kind of weird. I guess it's in public domain, so they haven't made a new translation. They've just bunged out the 1915 one, and it's like it was translated for English-speaking audiences. So sometimes the money is changed into shillings and pence, which is British money, but other times it's left as francs, which is kind of weird. Some kind of British phrases like a Criminal Investigation Department are used instead of French equivalents. And I get some Fantoma, book 1 of the English series and the French series, but looking like there's no number. This might be the only one that they've done a modern reprint of. This is from Dover Mystery Classics. I have to look them up and see if they've done any more. But yeah, let's get on crowdfunding and try and get all 32 turned into a better translated English. That was a sub 10-minute stream. Let's go to the playback and see if it looks any better.